YouTubers, and welcome back to Brain Bang TV. This is the Roulette Bet Journal, and as usual, we'll be repeating some spins on the roulette machine and trying to gain a little bit of headway with regards to profits. And as you can see, yesterday's video, I had two losses, one on the first, I think one on the third or fourth spin. I'm not 100% sure on that now. But yeah, we're going to continue on for where we left off yesterday. Tried to do between 3 and 5 spins in total. But I've made some headways in regards to how I'm going to approach the changes that are going to be coming through in a few days. Now, what I'm going to probably do after some thought is probably going to leave the bet journal going for a while. I'm probably going to suspend the roulette challenge, and the reason being the changes I'm going to make is to increase the spin count, give me more of a chance to accumulate some gains in a particular day, to then move on to the next day with a little bit of a headway, basically. But what it is the thing with that is, when I initially started these series for the roulette bet journal, I started that series, and about 2 or 3 weeks into it, it was going quite well on here, barely any losses and whatnot. So I decided to extend that by introducing the roulette bet journal. Sorry, bear with me, guys. And I did that, and I introduced the roulette bet journal, but the reason being, I was gonna use the challenge to use the diversification, apply diversification, and hopefully gain more from that. But the issue with that is that didn't quite work out the way I planned it to. Things went quite well until the losses I accumulated on the until, look at that, next door 25, until the issues I experienced on the AAA platform for the last sort of 5 days prior to a day ago. So now the way I'm thinking, or how I'm looking at it now, is I don't see any reason jumping straight into a multi-account using the same strategy that might not work as well, and I can't confirm that until I test that out on a single platform. So what I'm trying to say is I don't see any reason creating 5 platforms to then try and work with a strategy that hasn't worked so far, if that makes sense. So I think I'm going to dial it down a notch a little. And when I dial it down a notch, I think this is the third spin. And by dialing it down a notch, what I'm trying to do essentially is maybe keep this platform open and then extend. I know I initially started off on 3 spins. Now I'm averaging around 5 spins, but I might use the variable spin count that I talked about, and opening it up maybe between 5 and making it between 5 and 15 spins for, say, on any given day. And potentially what that would allow me to do is able to test that properly on a single platform before then proceeding on to saying, do you know what, I'm going to restart the challenge, and then use this new adjustments on that challenge. Because the one thing I want to do, I don't want to start the challenge with these new variable spin count of 5 and 10 or 15 spins a day, and then obviously ending up having 3 or 4 losses a day on the platform because I'm doing 15 spins. Like, that can happen, right? Did I just lose? I did as well. Look at that. So I think I just lost on the 4th spin. I'm not actually sure. Oh, that was the 5th spin, I just lost on. So 24.40. I'm gonna start again. So we missed out on 22 4th spin. So this is what I mean. I've already had one loss here on a 5 spin. The last thing I want to do is then continue then multiple accounts. I'm just going to incur a lot losses over potential losses over that period.
And on the black number, neighbor is here. It's when 6 black
Go
and
window,
third is
yeah.
the same column. Alright, so that's what we have.
I'm gonna go for second spin. Right, so I lost on the fifth spin here, so I'm gonna go for another 5 real quick. Lost on fifth spin on number 22. So we're on our second spin now. So yeah, but essentially what I'm trying to say is I'm probably going to end up suspending the roulette challenge because there's no point me wasting my money if the strategy doesn't work. What the hell? I actually thought I had 22 selected then. Going with 9 and 17 for the third spin. So yeah, by suspending that, I obviously stop myself losing a ton of money if the strategy doesn't work properly on a single platform. So from the end of the challenge, I'm going to do a video to sort of explain what's gone on so far, what losses we've incurred, any sort of patterns we noticed, stuff like that. I'll do a video to try and explain as much as I can as to what we've learned from using that strategy in that period of time. And then what I'll do is close that account. And after I close that account, what I'll do is sorry.
How much bank do we have here for the spin?
So after I close that account, what I'm gonna do is maybe add a little bit more money into Virgin Games Roulette, boost up the balance a little bit, and then what I'll do is I'll increase the spin count. We're getting to 5 at the moment. What I'll try and do is probably get anywhere between 5 and 15 or 20 per day, and then that way we'll see if we can actually get some sort of headway ahead of the losses, basically. Yeah, so if I can do that and get some sort of headway on the losses on a single platform, then by all means, come the new end of the month or however long it's going to take me to review it this time, then I'm happy to the option of reopening the challenge for multiple platforms using the new adjustments. But I think it's probably a really better idea for me to test that adjustment on a single platform because, like I said, if I'm going to be doing anywhere between 5 and 15 spins or whatnot, then you can kind of see how it won't be a good idea for me to do that because I could potentially get four losses on one platform, let alone 5 or 6, because then I'd have to start depositing some more money into the platform regularly, which I think after some 4, that's potentially what could happen. But I don't want to go on that from just potential, right? So I'd rather just do it properly and hopefully we'll get somewhere with it, basically. So yeah, hopefully I'll get that done. I'll update the spreadsheet in a way where every single day we can actually know if we're up or down and by how much, what the difference is and whatnot. So I'm going to try and update the spreadsheet, make it a little bit more clearer, and do an analysis on the roulette challenge so far before I close off the video. So yeah, I do apologize for that. I put my hand up. The strategy hasn't been great so far. It worked really well to some extent, but after that it kind of just falters. It falters a lot. So, and a lot of the losses, as I've said numerous times, a lot of those losses I incurred from my own choice, basically. So although I'm taking subjectivity out of it, I still got subjectivity in it with the choices I have to make on picking the sequence numbers at any given time. So that's where the issue lies, and what I'm doing at the moment, it's almost flawless apart from the fact that I have to choose the sequence numbers. So yeah, I don't know how, maybe if a computer picked the sequence number, look at
Yep,
that.
we
I
have
think I
a
just
registered
lost
violence
again
for the black numbers.
on
Voice over
the,
I, G,
look at
G,
that.
D, J,
So I
K,
think I just
H,
went over
K,
5 spins
Roulette,
again, you know.
and Dark Knight
Do you know
Counter.
what? I think I'm going to leave
The
it
numbers
here
of the
today
black
because I
numbers.
don't have a lot of
Voice
time.
black
I
numbers.
went over the 5 spins there, man. I really did. Because I think we lost on 22. Yep. I went well over the 5 spins, so we did. That was a 6 spin.
Dice are closed.
There you go. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. These are the issues I'm going to try and resolve. I'm not going to worry too much about making too much today,
The
or
number is
staying at
61,
top,
which by the
because
way
at the
is
end of the day
4
I'm just
silver from the
making those
second
spins
round.
happen. I lost on the
Silver
18.
gold premium.
What do we have here?
Realize the
1860.
silver. What's your
Yeah,
breakfast?
so yeah, not great. We lost on what number?
Baskets.
14? 14, yeah. No, we lost on 14. So yeah, unfortunately, it's not been too great so far. I'm gonna let me close this off. Sorry about that. I'm gonna uh make those changes on the platform, and hopefully we'll see if we can get a better headway, or a better rhythm before we jump into trying to use it on multiple platform. I think I was a bit too hasty with that one, really. And I put my hands up to that. We can be subject to such uh, rulings sometimes. But yeah, thank you for all your support again so far. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes, all the comments, and all the subscriptions. If you like the content, do leave your comment. Do let me know what you think. If you have any ideas as to how I could resolve some of the issues I'm having on this, feel free to let me know. If you have any ideas as to what kind of strategies work better than what I have, do let me know too. But so far, from what I've seen online on YouTube, a lot of people put out strategies when it comes to roulette, but no one's really willing to put in the work to show you whether or not it can actually generate profits. I know they'll leave it down to you, but for me, the way I see it is, if you're going to put your name on something, you're going to have to prove that it works. And from this, on that perspective, this strategy doesn't work fully well. It's worked on when I've used it on my own without recording the results as well as I have, and trying to keep tabs on it. And obviously, I've done it for an extended period of time now, and I can see that the strategy has some flaws, which has to be resolved if it's to make any reasonable headwind. So we'll see how those adjustments work out over the coming months. After I've made the adjustments, closed off the challenge, and moved everything over to the bet journal. So yeah, thank you for your support again, and I hope you enjoy your evening, guys. Arsenal will be playing tonight, so that's what I'll be watching. I'm an Arsenal fan, and yeah, check some more upcoming videos from me. Have a good day, guys. Bye for now.